Hey new AP World students! If you're watching this, that means you've decided to take the big leap and try out AP World. For a lot of you, this is your first AP course, so I just wanted to give you some helpful tips that I wish I would have really listened to throughout last year. So my tips are to not procrastinate, stay engaged in class, and make sure you're planning ahead. Don't procrastinate. You will have a lot of reading quizzes over this year, although they die down a bit in the second semester. For these, it's really important that you set aside about an hour to really sit and take notes. It's super helpful to understand what you're reading because it will help you later. When it comes to studying, make sure you're studying throughout the second semester. Really force yourself to study. Even if it feels like the test is months away, when the actual day of the test is here, you'll feel so much better. For me, it was really hard to get into the mindset of even just wanting to study, but you'll have learned so much by this point that studying will be more of a refresher than a relearning process. Use your open hour. A lot of you are used to walking around and just hanging out during this time, but as you start taking harder classes, such as AP World, it is so important that you use your open hours to get stuff done. Even if you aren't doing AP homework during this time, you should be getting your other homework done so that when it comes time to do AP work, you give it your full attention. Doing the readings and taking the time to take in the information will help you in class discussions and really make you feel more prepared. I cannot stress enough how beneficial the work is and how much better you will feel in class. When I would just skim the readings, a lot of times when I got to class, I felt really behind and lost. Even if you are using one of your free assignments, I would still recommend reading even if you aren't taking the notes or filling out the worksheet. Don't wait till the night of. For me, I definitely fell into the trap of leaving everything till the last minute, which made me feel much less prepared and knowledgeable in class. You can never know too much information, so if you think that you've already learned about a topic, since this class is all about complexity, chances are you need to know more and there's still something you haven't learned about. I cannot stress enough, just make sure you're doing your work while you're fully awake so you're actually retaining the information given. And again, make a plan of when you're going to finish your assignments and stick to it. When it comes to the summer homework, make sure right when you get it, you plan out how you're going to finish it. If you make a schedule for the reading and the writing and stick to it, you'll feel a lot better and not stressed for the start of school. For me, I kept putting off the reading since it was lengthy and difficult, so I got really behind, and instead of enjoying my last week of summer, I was busy worrying about the test and homework. When it comes to the exam that you're going to have on this homework, it's really important that you keep in mind that this is your first ever AP unit test with Mr. Welly, and it's going to feel really difficult at first, but it just gives you a look into how other tests will be this year. Engage in class. During class is when you need to be paying the most attention, which sounds self-explanatory and like common knowledge, but we all know it's really easy to space out, but this is not the class to do so in. Mr. Welly will call on you randomly, and you should always be prepared. You will have a lot of discussion time in class, and if you're engaged in the lesson and retaining the material, you'll feel like you can discuss easier and more confidently. Sit by someone that you can discuss thoroughly with that won't be distracting. I would highly recommend taking notes during the lesson if that's something that helps you stay focused. Mr. Welly will give you study guides at the beginning of every unit. These are super helpful to study with and a great way to take notes. And again, just make sure you're actively discussing Mr. Welly's questions and come back from your breaks on time because Mr. Welly will start the rest of the lesson without you. On a final note, Mr. Welly, especially as you get closer to the national exam, will start showing you more and more AP World memes. If you're able to understand them, I guarantee you're ready for this exam. Once you're done with the national exam and the whole process of learning and studying, you will 100% feel like a weight has been lifted off of you. Even if you don't pass or feel good about the exam, if you make the most of this course, you'll be able to look back and be proud of your progress. You took a big jump to push yourself to take this course. This is definitely not a course just to take because you want to say you take an AP class. Being one of the hardest AP courses, you need to be a person that is willing to push themselves and want to learn. Good luck this year!